afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Bluegrass. My name is Catherine Kaufman, and I'm a psychic medium here in Lexington, Kentucky. I have a request from a lot of my clients on a book review. I want to suggest a lot of the books that are used in my course, Understanding Your Psychic Abilities. This is my recommendation for getting started on your psychic abilities, understanding what they are, and also practicing a little bit on how to use those abilities. This is the first book that's required reading for my course. It is You Are Psychic by Pete A. Sanders. It's a basic description of each and every psychic ability that you have, and also how to practice those abilities. Now, in my online course, I will go into a little bit more depth about the abilities and a little bit more in depth about the testing for those abilities and how to practice on learning to use those abilities. The second book that I want to go over is this Dream Dictionary Encyclopedia by Rosemary Ellen Guiley. Now, all of these books can be purchased off of Amazon. This one in particular I really like because it doesn't go into a lot of each and every interpretation of the dream symbols and the images, but what it does do is it teaches you how and why we interpret what we do on the dream states and the dream symbols. I think it's a lot better to know how to analyze your dream and how to interpret the symbol rather than what each and every symbol is interpreted as. So that's why I suggest this one. The third book that I'm going to show you is The Practical Empath, Surviving and Thriving as a Psychic Empath by Catherine Kane. This is the first empathic book that I personally have found that not only tells you why you are the way that you are, but it also gives you practical protective techniques and grounding techniques to deal with being an empath. A lot of people today are empaths and they're not aware of that, and it does cause some problems in their everyday life. So a lot of clients, I will suggest that they get this book because the empathic ability is probably the most prevalently used psychic ability that people have. Now, everybody has abilities. Every single person has abilities. Whether or not they choose to use those abilities is up to them. And of course, that's dependent on the different brainwave states that you'll find out in my online course. This is the last book that we use in the online course, and it's called The Crystal Healer by Philip Permit. I hope I'm saying that right. But as gemstone aholics, or what do we call rock hounds, we're always going to psychic fairs and finding different gemstones and then getting home and losing that piece of paper and you're like, oh, I can't remember it. I love this book. Let me show you. It goes by color. This is awesome. So all you really have to do is take your gemstone that you bought and go to it in here under the color, and then just look it up from the color and read about it there. And so you really don't have to know the name of the gemstone. And this gives handy healing techniques and application use. And we use this in the gemstone part of understanding your psychic abilities, because I think the biggest reason that we use the gemstones as psychics is not only to amplify your abilities, but also as psychic protection for yourself and for your home. So this is a really good book, and none of these books are over $30 each. In fact, some of them you can get for 99 cents. So that's all the book review I have for today. I will be doing a personal book review later of some of my favorite books that I do read and study. And that'll be really interesting for you to see. But bye for now.